We are the Pennsylvania Manufacturers Association.
We are the Pennsylvania Manufacturers Association.
Business in Pennsylvania.
And business in Pennsylvania is our business.
Governor, you have said that in a second term, you would call for a special session on public pensions. This is a power the governor can exercise at any time. Given the years-long battle now to try to get some public pension reform, why didn't you play this card sooner?
Well, we didn't play it in the beginning of my term. Frankly, because I knew pensions were a problem, but we had a lot more that we had to get done. And in looking back at the special session on crime that Governor Ridge called, that I helped to work on.
That was right out of the gate.
Right out of the gate. We had worked very hard ahead of time to line up legislation, to line up some votes, so it moved along very smoothly. We're going to need to really do the same thing, and I'm not so sure that we can line up the votes at the moment because there's total opposition to this by the public sector unions and by the Democrats in the legislature. And frankly, the Democrats in the legislature are going to have to understand that in my second term, or if I'm not elected, and I believe I will be, they're going to have to deal with this anyhow. Because you can't have a budget of 17-18 coming along that you have to put $3.3 billion of the budget to pensions. It's unsustainable. But I look at, in a special session, we also need to deal with the municipalities. All the municipalities have been coming to us and saying, well, do something for us, too. It is a problem for school districts. It is a problem for municipalities. It is a problem for the state. And it is about time that we, as a government, sit down and we're not going to find a silver bullet, but we have to bite the bullet and take this on. And it's easier to do at the beginning of a General Assembly session than it is an election year. And obviously the election year has been a little tough. We did a lot of work educating everybody during the course of July, August, that this is a problem. Going around talking to property owners because the school taxes directly affect their property taxes. Businesses are directly affected in their property taxes. So it is one that it has to be done. And that's why I decided that we'll call a special session to deal with the issue of pensions totally in Pennsylvania.
And I'm not asking you to set a date or anything at this point, but it sounds like you want to get it done early. Could we be talking January?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I think it's one of the first things you have to do when I come back in January, actually January, beginning of February. Okay. And at the same time, you're going to have the budget running concurrently.
Right.
And so all you have to do is look at the budget. We have to find, just for the CSRS and PSRS, $610 million additional dollars each year. There's only one place to get that. That is from the taxpayers. And how are we going to get it from the taxpayers? And sure, we can be continuing to get that much money from the taxpayers. One, you can't deny that there's a pension issue. And my opponent continues to say there's not a pension issue. He says it's a revenue problem, which means he's going to tax. And you cannot deny that this is affecting the well-being of the Commonwealth. It's affecting the well-being of the school districts and the municipalities. And it's affecting our future here in Pennsylvania.